Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Life on the Hill. Today we are spraying the fields, specifically one field, the one that we applied the lime to already. I'm going to kill it with glyphosate today and hopefully get a good kill so that I can watch the weather forecast and then get the buckwheat seed down just before the rain and hopefully get a good cover crop. But the first step is to kill what's there, so that's going to be hopefully those oak saplings, as well as any of the native grasses and obviously the sage grass that's grown back. So hopefully get a good kill today. We'll know within the next couple days. We're not supposed to get rain for a couple of days, so hopefully I'll get enough good contact with the actual grasses. I've got my spreader here, I've got my sprayer here, and I'm going to rig it up with the boom spray. Right now I've just got it with the normal spray, but I'm going to rig it up with the boom sprayer that comes with it and get it filled up and head back there, and we'll pick back up there in the field. So I've already gotten a portion of the first field done. It's this section here behind me that sort of kind of branches right off of where I had corn last year, and it's kind of made its own little rectangle here. I had this area here in rye just in front of my tree stand. But anyway, I've gotten that sprayed. I'm gonna try and get some drone footage of it so that you can kind of see, because I'm a little bit late on getting this done. It's grown a little more than what I wanted it to, so it's kind of hard to tell from the ground angle as far as showing you guys kind of what's going on. So I'm gonna try and get the drone up in the air, and we'll see if we can't show a little bit better as far as what's actually being sprayed and what's going on. Alright, so I finally got all of the field sprayed. Time will tell whether or not I got a good kill or not. It looks like I got good overlap as far as good coverage, and I don't think I made my passes too wide or anything like that. There may be some places, most likely in the curves and the turns, that maybe I didn't get quite the amount of coverage that I needed in that one little spot. I'll do a follow-up here once I actually see the results here in the next 3-4 days. I'll start to see what's dying and what's not. So today I wanted to follow up on the spray that you saw earlier in the video. I got a pretty good kill. I have missed a few spots. You'll see that in the drone footage. and I just used glyphosate, which is a post-emergent, it's Roundup. I think what I'm gonna have to do is do a follow-up spray, probably with some more glyphosate and probably some 2,4-D. That way I can get the rest of these weeds killed. I would have really liked to have planted this week, but I've just not had rain in the forecast. There's a slight chance on Friday. You know, I'm trying to do this as budget friendly as possible, but when you put money into seed and you really can't afford to, you know, cover 2 acres with seed and then maybe get a good rain or maybe not and then not come up. So I'm really trying to wait until I get a good day or 2 worth of rain in the forecast. So maybe next week I'll have a little better fortune as far as the weather's concerned. We've had a couple dry weeks here. I've had to water the garden, and like I said, it's been good for the keel. I'll show you a quick little overview here in just a second of what actually is dead, and what's still alive is mostly broadleaf stuff. It even appears to have done a pretty decent job with the little oak saplings. I'm seeing where they had sprouted shoots and they had leaves on them when I sprayed, but now they appear to be wilting, and so that's good. I'm excited about that. What I've done here, what you've seen, is I've just cut some paths to hopefully create some deer patterns and movement. These paths here I'm going to have, not exactly sure, possibly some rye, maybe some wheat, but anyway, they're going to be planted different than obviously the buckwheat or whatever I finally decide to put down for the fall. There's kind of 4 segments here, quadrants so to speak, that will be in food, and hopefully these lanes that I've made are going to create natural walking ways and pathways for the deer. But anyway, I'm going to show you what's the current state of the field and quick little snippets of what's still alive and what's not. Overall, I'm really pleased. I only missed a few sections. They'll be pretty blatantly obvious in the drone footage, but a few corners that I cut that I didn't realize I hadn't sprayed. And not to mention too, there was a little bit of wind, so maybe that's partially to blame as well. But anyway, let's show you guys what's the current state of the field is, and we'll pick up after that. If I don't get these under control now, I'm going to have issues as far as competition for nutrients, competition for sunlight and rain, and basically the death of most food plots is, from my research, is it's failing to control the weeds. And I mean, that's probably the number one. That, and obviously poor soil, which, you know, you can do some things for the poor soil, but you've got to control the weeds. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I just wanted to do a quick follow-up on the conditions of the spray, mostly because I had never used that ATV sprayer before, so I was kind of curious. I mean, you can see the spray coming out, but again, if you've never done it before, you don't really know if you've gone too fast, or maybe I possibly could have went too slow, in which case I used up more spray than I needed. It's going to be a learning curve, but I'm very pleased with the way that it ended up. Hopefully next week I can get some rain in the forecast and get some seed on the ground, and I'll bring you guys along for that one. Pretty excited about using the spreader for that, and just really excited to see this land transform and hopefully become a productive and useful food plot. If you're still with me to this point and you like the video, give me a thumbs up. That goes a really long way. If you've watched this far and consider subscribing, that would be great, because there's going to be a lot more content coming up, and I would love for you guys to see that stuff as well. I just enjoy being out here and doing these videos, and this is all stuff I'd be doing anyway, so I just wanted to take you guys along, show that you can do it yourself. But anyway, thanks for stopping by Life on the Hill.